Hi everyone, good evening. So I hope you have joined. Yes, there are, the class have joined. So now we can start. Okay. Hi, Dr. Ronak. Ronak has joined here. Hi, bye. Okay, I think he has just joined and left. Okay, so guys, by the time I will invite Miss Mamta to, just give a brief about her, and she will be taking your class today. Okay, so in the next module of medical affairs. So over to you. Yes, Mamta.
Hello.
Thank you very
Hi,
much.
Dr. Ajit.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Mamatha Thomas. And first of all, Dr. Ajit and Dr. Ronak, thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity to come into this platform and share my experience. I've been associated with Sanofi India Medical Information for almost 9 years now. And My core experience is in medical information as well as clinical research. So prior to Sanofi, I was with Novartis India. I have also worked with clinical research, phase 3 and phase 4 clinical research with Novartis. So coming to my educational background, I have done MSc in biomedical science and also PG in clinical research. Yeah, that's about me, and I'm based out of Mumbai. Um, yes, so that's a brief introduction about me. Uh, should I? Hello, can I? I cannot hear you.
Yes, thank you very much, Mamtaji, for joining us. And now we can, I think, start.
Okay. So, I will give, I'm giving a very short, I'll share my slides. Yeah. Can you see my screen?
Yes, it is visible. Thank you. Yeah. Please go.
Okay.
Yeah, it can make it full
So,
screen, that's all.
yeah. So this is a very short, brief about the medical information roles, function and roles and responsibilities. So what I understand is we are touching upon the different functions under medical affairs. What are the different sub functions and their roles and responsibilities? So I'll give a brief overview of medical information. So. So before I start, disclaimer that these views and opinions are strictly personal and uh, nothing is attributed to the my affiliated company. So today I will touch upon this different aspects like organizational structure in different companies for medical information. What are the core responsibilities and what do we do in content management and inquiry handling, training requirements, and stakeholder. What are these different stakeholder interfaces? So coming to organizational structure, medical information, typically medical information is, as you all might be already aware of, it is positioned within the medical affairs department in most of the organization within the local medical team, but it can also be a separate vertical as well. So when we say it is within medical information team, local team, it can be either two ways. Medical information can have a dedicated staff for carrying out the medical information roles and responsibilities, or it can also be an added role and responsibility of the medical affairs personnel or a medical operations and excellence personnel or MSL or sometimes even PV department also do handle medical information activities. So it can be either ways. There can be a dedicated staff, or it can be a shared resource as well, based on the the roles, vast the how much the work and roles and responsibilities are there. It differs from country to country, company to company. Also, otherwise the other model is having a separate vertical as global medical information. Like in my current organization, we have it as a separate vertical. So this is how primarily the medical information team is positioned in the organization, and you do find it mostly in the MNCs, most of the MNCs, pharmaceutical companies, and also Indian companies also do have, but the multinational companies have it as a definite role, mandate role, medical information. And medical information team, so then the team comes with diverse expertise, and also medical information team mostly is supported by a customer facing call center. So unlike the medical operations or uh, pharmacovigilance, medical information is in direct, it's a direct customer facing team, wherein mostly we have the company call center operating under the umbrella of medical information, wherein the uh, customers, be it HCPs or pharmacists or patients, uh, proactively connect with us. So if you see MSLs and medical affairs, we go and connect with the HCPs. It is like we take the initiative, but here it is the customers are reaching out to us. So that is where the call center plays important role under medical information. So most of the companies do have a call center operating under medical information. So yeah. So the core responsibilities of medical information, coming to the core responsibilities, the major responsibility is the responding to the unsolicited queries from healthcare professionals. Uh, what to be noted here is Salesforce, when in connect with HCPs, they cannot handle medical inquiries, and they are not supposed to answer any off-label queries to HCPs. Whereas medical information can handle any kind of queries and is authorized to handle off-label queries as well as to HCPs. And this is the core responsibility of the medical information function. And in order to enable this inquiry management, we develop scientific response documents, which is scientifically accurate, balanced, and non-promotion and with non-promotional information. So medical information doesn't provide any promotional kind of information. It's strictly non-promotional, and we support the product knowledge dissemination of our products again. And also, from country to country, we also have additional responsibilities like annual reports, compendia reviews. Also, call center management falls under medical information. Um, Medical information ensures compliance with regulations and codes of practice. So when we say regulations, it can any local regulatory rules and regulations like TCGI, or at least in India, we don't have any strict code of practice for medical information. But if you see in other countries like UK, they do have strict code of practice, even for medical information, for dissemination of any information. So like ABPI code in UK and all. So this our department, we ensure that this compliance is we are compliant to the local regulations and codes of practice while disseminating the information. and monitor and report. This is part and parcel of the inquiry management, monitoring and reporting of safety information and product complaint. So there are strict timelines in every company in reporting of safety information and product complaints. So we have to be time bound, and we have to identify and report any safety information or any product complaint of our products to the respective departments. So we have a strong cross collaboration with pharmacovigilance as well as quality teams as well on a day-to-day basis. And also contribute to medical strategy, by generating actionable insights that contribute to product strategies. And also, during this different international conferences, we do have medical information booth, which is supported by our team, wherein we take queries from HCPs and other customers, live queries and responding of queries through medical information booth. Uh, Moving to the next slide. Uh, Content management. So this falls under another major core responsibility of medical information, is the content management. So developing of scientific response documents and maintaining the documents according to the rules and regulations as well as the company standards. This is being done. And we create also creation of anticipatory and reactive content. This is again the same thing for inquiry management based on the different types of queries, and if, we create responses and content. And cross-functional authoring, we do also support in identifying any gaps in the publications based on the queries, incoming queries, and based on the trends of the incoming queries. We do identify different gaps in our leaflets, in our any other internal data, or even if there is any publication gaps, then it has been informed to the publication team. And this is one strong cross-functional collaboration which happens with medical, regulatory, pharmacovigilance, and publication. And formal review and approval flows. This is again for the response documents. We have a formal review and approval workflow process in place, wherein the content is being reviewed and approved by experts internally before the information is disseminated to the external customers. So it happens in MNCs, it happens at global levels. There are global standard response documents created, which is created by the global content management teams. And also at local level, even at regional level also, the standard response documents are created. And we have document repositories where these documents are stored and used by different countries and different team, I mean MI team, for the purpose of inquiry management. uh, s- Even for this content standard response creation, we do liaise and cross collaborate with different functions like medical, regulatory, PV, yeah, and quality. So even regulatory content updates based on new data. We do support in regulatory content updates based on new data, compliance with product information and regulations. Coming to inquiry handling, this is inquiry handling. We manage the end-to-end process of medical inquiries received at call center as well as at the company end. Mostly the medical information, contact information is published in the company website and even on the product packs. The call number, the email ID. I think most of the companies would have this information published published everywhere so that the external customers can reach out to the company medical information. So we get inquiries, even medical information queries as well as general queries also from all kind of customers like HCPs, patients, pharmacists, even wholesale distributors, media, anybody can reach out to us, and we are the facing function. Even for non-medical information queries, the call center operating under medical information is the first point of contact, and from there we triage the queries to different teams. Hence, we play an important role in any organization. So coming to, yeah, so here the inquiry receipt is through either phone, email, even web queries, and through Salesforce also, through our sales teams also, medical queries come to us, and even social media as well. We also do get queries, customers posting queries through Facebook, Twitter, and other social media handles. So we companies do have teams who scan through the different social media handles for different queries mentioning the company name, and that get forwards to medical information team, and from us it is then handled, or in case if required, triage to different teams. So this is how the inquiries are received. These are the channels through which it is received, and the queries received are documented and tracked through medical information management systems. So company to company, the medical information systems can differ. Yeah, so we have different databases and different systems from company to company. So the queries are tracked through those systems, and the response preparation is used using approved content. So in queries wherein there is an already approved response content already in place, the response is prepared, and it is readily being disseminated to the inquirer. But in case if there is no response already available, then we do take time for further research, if it needs any cross collaboration with regulatory or medical for discussing the query and for preparing responses, then that is done, and the responses are prepared, and it is approved by respective teams and then disseminated to the end customer. So, for query responding, there are definite timelines from country to country. It differs from company to company, it differs. But for readily available responses, I think everywhere it will be within 24 hours or maximum one business day. So we are liable to adhere to the timelines as well whenever there is an incoming query uh, received at our end. Uh, and Another aspect of inquiry handling is quality check and compliance review. So, quality check and compliance review is one is about. So here again, whenever a query is coming in, we also scan through each query for any pharmacovigilance AE data or potential AE data, and if there is any quality product complaint involved in the query, and that has been reported within 24 hours. I think everywhere it will be the same timeline within 24 hours. So that is one important aspect of inquiry receipt and handling of inquiries. And quality check and compliance review is also to ensure that the responses being given out to the customers, they adhere to the local regulations, local code of compliance, and it also matches the company standards, whatever the company rule SOP says. according to that, the quality check is performed before sending out the responses to customers, and delivery of response to requester, and archiving and trend analysis. So each inquiry and each responses are being archived in the system and databases, and based on the collective data, the trend analysis is performed. So for this trend analysis is performed, and the insights obtained through the data is being used for further strategic contributions. Um, I hope everybody is following. If there is any queries, you can ask me, please. And coming to the qualification and expertise. So usually for medical information, mostly medical information professionals are either PharmD, M.Pharm, MBBS, MD, MSc, and sometimes nurses also. So this is mostly the industry, whatever pattern I've seen, and as per the requirement also, the this is the expertise required, and internally, we need the product and therapeutic area knowledge of the company products, and also training on content creation and review. This is also very company specific. So there would be definite templates and ways of working for content creation and review and approval process in each company. So there will be internal trainings conducted for this particular process of content creation and review. Then training on inquiry management. So based on the company's requirement of inquiry, what are the standards and norms required for response creation and handling of queries, the timelines. This internal training on inquiry management is also provided for an MI professional, and safety and PTC reporting procedures, which is very important. So uh, annually, this it is a refresher training also provided on the reporting of safety and PTC reporting of any data coming in, safety data or PTC. PTC is product technical complaint. So any complaint, product complaint data coming in, which is the trainings are provided on that, and also compliance with global medical information standards. This is again whatever the company medical information rules and regulations or standards and SOPs. What are the standard operating procedures for the handling of medical information queries and responding. So trainings on that is also provided, and ongoing professional development, which is part of the professional journey. So this is upon the what is the qualification and expertise required, and what trainings and what kind of coachings are provided within the company for medical information professionals, basic ones. And apart from this, also in different countries, if the country has a different regulatory code for medical information management, so those kind of specific trainings are also provided time to time. Uh, so Stakeholder interfaces. So these are the major stakeholder interaction and interfaces for medical information. So our key internal stakeholders are medical affairs, of course, MSLs, regulatory, clinical research team, pharmacovigilance, legal, marketing, supply chain also at times, and also quality as well. Quality team as well. I've got to mention it here, but quality is also one of the major uh, internal collaborator. And externally, we have healthcare professionals, including doctors, pharmacists, nurses, and then patients, regulatory authorities, even general public, uh, media also. Then cross-functional collaboration for content development. So internally we have cross-functional collaboration with the different teams like medical, regulatory for the purpose of content development and also inquiry management and alignment with global and regional medical strategies. Also, we do also have global content management teams, regional content management teams, which can be part of medical affairs, or which can be, if you have a medical information separate vertical, then we have global teams and regional teams for medical information. So we also collaborate and liaise with them for inquiry management and content development and etc. And support for medical launch studies. So we also do support the medical affairs team for new product launches and development of materials, etc. Uh, so what are the what are the how do we measure our success? It is based on the response timeliness. So whether we are compliant to the response timelines of the company, what has been what is the ask of the uh, yeah, to ask for the function in responding to different kind of queries. So based on the g- how do you say, how do I put it? Based on the complexity of the queries, there would be different timelines. So these response timelines is being evaluated in order to measure our KPIs, which is key performance indicator, and also the quality and accuracy of perform responses. So we do have the QC checks of our responses on mostly monthly basis or quarterly basis in order to evaluate whether the responses are provided on as per the quality and standards, quality standards. Also, if there is a call center involved, then there is a definite periodic review of the queries managed by the call center also, in order to check whether they are adhering to the timelines, whether the quality is being maintained, also whether the PV and quality reporting is also uh, uh, properly identified and reported within timelines. So that QC is also main part of it. And then stakeholder satisfaction. So most of the companies do also have customer satisfaction surveys by the end of the call or through emails responses provided. The customer satisfaction survey links are provided to the end customer in order to provide their feedback on the responses received and services received from medical information. So the customer responses are being on an ongoing basis is being collected and evaluated to understand the how satisfied is the customer with the responses, and based on that the necessary improvisations and uh, developments are also carried out. So, and compliance metrics is again the timeline compliance as well as the quality compliance, PVPTC reporting compliance. So that is evaluated. Content utilization and relevance. So, along with the quality and accuracy of responses, we also evaluate how much the standard response has been prepared is being, how frequently it is being utilized and how relevant it is, and how much it is up to date with the current data, and that those contents are also periodically evaluated and updated, the existing content, and based on the utilization, it is either renewed, or if not required, it is made redundant. So this content utilization metrics is also evaluated on an ongoing basis. And contribution to medical strategies. So the based on the trends and analysis out of the medical information inquiry data, that from the data pool, inquiry data pool that we receive, we perform the trending of queries, the which we analyze the pattern of queries, and based on that, we provide our inputs to medical affairs for in order for the medical strategies. So, to the conclusion of it. As you can see, medical information is a highly cross-functional role. It has an interface with almost every department. I've not mentioned legal, security, uh, uh, in the last slide, but we do have a in cross-functional collaboration with almost every team, whether it is medical or non-medical. So we are a highly cross-functional role, and we operate with high scientific integrity and compliance based on the regulations and company ask, and it is a very customer focused service. So we are in continuous evaluation and improvement of our services, whether it is call center service, or whether it is the standard of our response documents, the response rate, the timeliness, the how quick we can provide the most updated, accurate responses to customers. The continuous evaluation and analysis happens, and we strive to continuously improve on the services to our end customers, which are HCPs and patients majorly. And we also support for appropriate product use, yeah, through our accurate and updated dissemination of medical information of our products and as well as therapies. We support the appropriate product use. So when we say appropriate product use, we never medical information doesn't provide any kind of promotional any data which has any kind of promotional which promotes which is of any promotional kind, and we don't advocate any of our products from medical information. We don't advocate the usage of our products to the end customers. It is always very information based, data based, which is strictly non-promotional. Um, and non-knowledge management and insights generation. So again, it is about the um, uh, extraction of the insights from the incoming data based on the trends and analysis. And these insights are being used further for the company medical strategies, and accordingly changing their ways of working. Uh, yeah. Yeah, so this is, I have a very short presentation. So, yes, hope you all could follow my slides, and please raise your queries if you have any. If I have missed any points, I can also cover it through your queries. Yeah, Dr. Sangam, you have raised your hand.
Good evening, ma'am. Thank you for your lecture. I
Mm.
had one query. Can you please share an example of off-label query and how you respond to it?
Off-label queries. So off-label queries, example, suppose if any product is not approved to be used in suppose pregnancy, and but still it is being prescribed by a doctor during pregnancy, because it is proved to be, safe and effective. So it then becomes an off-label. I'm just giving roughly an example. So it becomes an off-label query. In such cases, we reply to those queries based on our so if it is off label, then we will not have any approved data on that. Whatever which is data on file, we reply to the queries based on that, and we will always have a disclaimer, off label use disclaimer, that which is not an approved use. So when it comes to off-label queries, it is also strictly discussed and discussed and drafted also with discussion with medical affairs as well. And off-label queries are always kept. It is never copied with Salesforce or Field, and it is always to directly to the HCPs with the off-label use disclaimer. Does that answer your query?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Uh, any other queries?
Uh, Thanks, Dr. Mamta. So there are a couple of questions in the chat box. Ronak here.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, hi.
Is it
Yeah,
okay? I
yeah.
was
I joined little late.
Hi,
I
Ron.
was stuck up somewhere. So, what are the key skills required when hiring freshers in medical information department? That is one question. And when do organizations usually recruit such roles? Second, and or in other terms, I would say which companies are currently recruiting this kind of role. I know one of you where do you work. Second is IQVIA, but you can add more lights on it. And the starting salary for freshers in MI role.
Okay. So what key skills do companies usually look for hiring freshers? So I have already mentioned what are the qualifications required. Usually we look in for this MBBS, MSc, PharmD, and M-Pharm nurses also. Very few I've seen nurses working. I do have one or two colleagues who are in fact, our head of global medical information is also a nurse. So we have a few nurses also, and mostly otherwise MSc. Yeah, these are the key qualifications, but key skills, if you ask me, so mostly in-house you are trained how to evaluate a query, how to identify the PV or any quality complaints inside a query, and yeah, so I think these are the key skills you need to have in inquiry management. That is for inquiry management, and for content management, you should be having basic skills like literature search, like in PubMed, Embase, all those literature search tools. I, I I didn't touch upon that, but you should be, having basic skills to scan through the different publications, medical journals, literature, and look for the key relevant data, and absorb that, adapt, include to have it in our content. So that is external publications, and even internal documents also. You should be able to evaluate and look for key data while framing responses or while creating content. So that would be the key skill, if you ask me, for content creation. Yeah, for inquiry management, as I told you, you should be able to evaluate the queries as well as PV data. And when do organizations usually recruit such roles? So organizations usually recruit such roles when they have a medical information team, when they have, uh, yeah, when so what I've seen is Mostly in my past organization and as Sanofi, medical information is a very small team internally. Like in India, it is not a very mandatory role or department required. But if you see in UK, US, it is compulsory to have a medical information team. A medical information professional, appointed professional, is mandatory to have it in the company, and they have their strict regulations and all. But in India, you can see companies having it or not having it also, because it's not a very mandate, but nowadays I think they have it more. So if now the current trend is, we have this global capability centers also, which is have for most of the MNCs. We have this global capability centers which is having big teams for medical information as well, wherein we are working for different other countries. Like from India, we support for US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, any other country. So the scope and job opportunities are expanding widely. Unlike in the past, wherein companies have just one or two positions for medical information, now that is not the case, because we have this global capability centers coming in Bangalore, Hyderabad, and all. We have lot of opportunities also coming in big teams. So they are hiring people, and they do post it in LinkedIn for such hiring. And for that, they are looking for people of this qualifications only, as I mentioned. Um, so um, so I think this is the time wherein the teams are in expansion mode. They are in hiring more and more people for medical information in different companies. And what is the usual starting salary for freshers? I'm not very sure about the starting salary. Dr. Ronak, if you have any idea about it, I mean,
And
approximately, uh, um, starting salary, I think it would be around, it- starting for a fresher, maybe around 10 or something, 10 to
so, yeah, I
15.
think that this kind of question are very tricky, as Mamta has told.
Mhm.
It's never a uniform. So, one
Yes.
company would pay something, other company would pay something. But as a rough idea, something like so 10 lakh if it's getting, so it would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah, as a
just
very fresher, who's just straight out of college, maybe 10 would be the starting, is what. But I'm
but
also
that may
not
not,
very
yeah,
sure.
but that would be with more of with proper MNC and all. Um,
Yeah,
and suppose the role is on contractual basis, then it would be could be lesser.
yes, sir.
Um, so, and just to add a few points what Mamta has told. So about key skills, what I understand is that literature search is very should be very good, from primary, secondary, tertiary source, and some of the database tools should be having a good maybe written communication thing. A lot many times you have heard about BPO, KPO. In the past, it was a boom thing. So even in medical information, a long time back, I had appeared for Apotex interview, and they had a call center and it was a night shift. I didn't go for it, but so there are, and Mamta told there are a lot many GCC are coming to India, global capability centers coming to India. So long time back, IT had been the backbone. Indian IT team has been backbone for the US and other markets. Now Indian pharma medical team is becoming backbone for global activity also. So this
Right.
kind of role will come up, and right from simple query to complex queries. Suppose query can come up as my child has taken accidental ingestion of 10 paracetamol tablet. What can happen or what will happen? So say this kind of query can come up, and we have to be on fact oriented, and the whatever first is always to look into standard response document in the internal database whatever we have. That is the first thing to do. Otherwise you have to see a very balanced and realistic picture, and not to imagine anything, and always use all the disclaimers um, about off label use. So we have uh, many things like a drug is approved for stable coronary artery disease, and some doctors are want to use in acute phase. So that can be example of like I have used or I want to use this drug in acute phase. So what is your that thing? So at that time, you go any trial which your company might have done, and look into it whether it was positive, negative, whether it is positive, and the trials have been submitted for the regulatory review, but so far approval has not come. So again, it becomes off-label. So that way, all disclaimers have to be put very appropriately. And even if there is no data, there is no company-driven study, but and the clinician really want to know about that drug in that usage. So you can search from your thing, and you have to specify that from PubMed I have used with this keyword, and this is what data available, and this data may not be all the data available in the world and in the public domain, but this is what based on my search this is data available, and again it remains off label. So all that thing has to be maintained very appropriately. So
Yes.
key written communications, a good uh, a skill set to search and understand the database, and also to identify trend for any. So if you feel that there is a PV report, an adverse event is happened. So again, it's a MI team responsibility to notify PV that there could be a hidden PV event already might have happened, and they will take it ahead going ahead. And about pay scale, I also really don't know. But the companies, you can always look forward, like all the medical uh, communications agencies like IQVIA, even Eversana might have that Eversana has medical information. They are in Mumbai, India as well. Eversana is there, IQVIA is there, Sanofi, Novartis, um, Pfizer might be having. So yeah, Pfizer also I think has. So yeah, there are companies with medical affairs and medical information, and those who don't have dedicated role, they usually outsource some part of MIPV role, that is medical information for pharmacovigilance role, to the IQVIA kind of companies. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I know.
Yeah.
I'm not directly into MI, but this is
Yes.
what the information based on at my end. Hmm.
Yeah. At times,
And
the responsibilities are also outsourced to other CROs as well.
yeah,
And so, yeah, so Dr. Ronak, you have covered the, thank you, you have covered the last question as well, which are the,
Acha, okay.
one question is, I've completed my MSc in medical pharmacology. Do we have a role in pharma companies? Yeah, so, of course, you have scope in medical information, as well as also in MSL's roles as well, you will be qualified for.
Yeah.
Dr. Ronak, the last question, MSc in pharmacology. So
Yeah, I think that is the it can be considered. I think there is no
even
problem
PV
there.
also, PV quality, any role
Yeah,
be qualified for. Yeah.
MS in medical pharma. Yes, BA studies clinical research also. Yeah,
Yeah, clinical research
right
also.
from clinical
Yes.
research, and there could be many roles.
So,
I think Vaishnavi was last night. He's a dentist. Okay, no, my bad. But I know a few people. Right now, I'm not able to recollect exactly, but in clinical research also, medical pharmacology people are there. So yeah, so industry you can join in that role also. So always look. So we always tell look out. Um, Reach out to your seniors. Where are they? What they are doing? And it also they will be first one to um, um, show you the right path. And always we are there, and this kind of course will help you to the different role profile. So basically, if you want to know about medical pharmacology, so again you can reach out to your seniors definitely, or search out on LinkedIn and all. Yeah,
yeah, please keep a watch on LinkedIn also because uh, I think most of the job openings are all posted over there. Um,
yeah,
and since this GCCs are also in mass expansion stage almost for every MNCs. The companies are expanding. It's at the point of, the booming phase. So please do keep a watch for the job opportunities in LinkedIn. You will definitely find. Abhinesh is raised his hand.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening, sir. First of all, thank you for the engaging lecture. And I have one question. So, as the use of AI tools is being highly prevalent among the hospitals and healthcare professionals, so what strategies we can adopt so that you could engage more healthcare professionals through our like a digital medical information team, and also avoid the use of information overload.
Yes. So, with respect to digital transformation and AI coming in, I could say that companies are moving into AI chatbots, AI content development tools, wherein we are not completely reliant on AI, but in order to for fast-paced content development and all, we companies do have tools being developed for content development and etc. And for at customer end, I can say about AI chatbots for question and responses. Dr. Ronak can add more onto it.
So first thing you have covered. So basically, we also echo and we have seen that part. So Abhinesh, what we feed lot of data. It depends on which AI tool you are going to make. So then you feed the server or the tool lot of data from your end, and you restrict the tool on to use that database only. That is one part. Now it will resolve a lot of routine things which might be coming to a company or to organizations. So those all queries could be filtered out, and you can have a proper more good time in doing the some other works. So the time reduction would happen definitely, because you know what data you have shared with them. Again and again, and there are, it is under regulatory domain also. There are going to be uh, AI regulatory approved AI tools also is going to be there. So this thing is evolving, and but definitely AI already is there in our use also, and also complex things sometime, um, and complex queries. So whatever it's coming out um, from or domain, it needs to be monitored before giving the final answer. So you can use open AI tools, even though it will be paid tools, but other than your control. So your company might have AI tool, so that control, you know that whatever is, and you will have rigorous testing on that tool with before launching the tool. So we feed a lot of data and we do test, retest and verification. Uh, if you use publicly available AI tools, so again you can use it and you sometimes you get good answers, but you need to vet it through personally or your intelligence, because we have used I have used on my personal level, and the AI tool also hypothesize some mechanism that this is happening because of this reason. But factually, it was only a hypothesis. But AI thought that this is a real mechanism happening. So AI sometimes connects the dot without our knowledge also, and so but it's hypothesis building. But AI gives answer that this has happened due to this thing. So we need to monitor it, and whatever approved tool, like even if like company has given approval that this tool we can use directly, then you can go ahead. So um, yeah, so that's some things are already in place. Some things we need to monitor. We can use AI tool, but we need to monitor before giving output to the customer. Yeah.
Well, that also answers the question posted by Dr. Viraj Nishada. She is asking whether in the age of AI, how relevant medical information domain can and will be in the coming future. So the relevance of medical information domain will still remain even with the coming of AI, because as Dr. Ronak said, even using AI tools, we can take support in the development of responses and content, but it definitely need monitoring and review, manual monitoring and review, and without that we cannot disseminate the information externally, especially because we are in the healthcare domain. So again, the relevance of medical information domain still will be there, will continue. AI
Yeah.
can be only a support in in fast forwarding our activities. Like if content management manually, if we take 3 days time, it can be reduced to 1 day or 2 day. But again, manual review is a must. Without that, we will not be able to disseminate information. Anything you want to add upon, Dr.?
More faster and more reach we can, yeah, make. And digital tool. So whatever we're doing, maybe less time. So proactively, if I want to do something, I can do that thing on a larger level very quickly with AI. And yeah, faster and wider. Yeah, that's what. And it helps, really helps. So you collect a lot of good information in a short time, and then you review it, and then you do it well.
Yes, correct.
Ehsan, if Dr. Ehsan is there by chance. Just a minute, I'm getting a call.
Any more questions? So I think
Okay, if no more questions, we can wind up, guys. Any questions?
no.
Yes, guys, any questions? No more questions? So thank you, Ms. Mamta, and thank you, Ronak Bhai, for joining and delivering this wonderful lecture. Thank you very much. And I think all the questions are answered.
Thank you, Dr. Ronak and Dr. Ajit, for giving me
Thank you, Dr.
this
Ajit.
opportunity. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
very much, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, everyone. Then take care
Thank you.
and have a good night. Bye-bye. See you guys again next Sunday. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.